Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today, hey, I'm gonna show you an example of that old adage, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I just happened upon two things that were incredibly lucky finds, and one of them is the question on the tagline is, would you pay 50 bucks for this? I think the answer is going to be a resounding yes. But I'll get into my lucky finds and ask this question and see what your response is. But first, I want to say thanks. Thanks for the channel support, the views, the comments. Always look forward to your comments. It helps the community at large. And of course, it always helps to feed that YouTube engine too. So if you hadn't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You guys keep watching, and I'll keep doing this and we'll see what happens. So it's been just a crazy couple of weeks. I was able to get up to Cleveland. I was on the west side of Cleveland. I had some friends come down from Detroit and we met, but it was a great time. We ended up having a great eclipse time, but then I actually went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. There was 1 million people there, went there one day, and we went to a Grandmaster Flash dance party that night. It was a lot of fun. But the eclipse was amazing. Shout out to Derek. I know you asked about, hey, it'd be great to meet, but I was on that other side with some friends. But I appreciate the offer. Maybe next time. But then getting back, like anything, if you're on vacation, it's like, getting back into the groove on your books. You got all your world stuff, if you have a day job, your house. It's just been a crazy 2 weeks. But I'm kind of getting back in the groove. I got out, and man, I was rewarded with these two amazing lucky finds. Okay, this first one is this book on Joe Namath. And this place puts a sticker on it, so 4 means that it was just put out in April. And they have a section that's like, says biography, autobiography, and I'll look at it, but I don't pull a lot of stuff from there. And it was sitting on the shelf, and I saw, Joe Namath book. And something just popped in my head. I said, sometimes these things are signed. I wonder, and I just randomly picked this one out. And I opened it up, and it sits for $1. And sure enough, I want you to see this. I just about fell out. I was like, on a random whim of looking at this, I don't normally just check for this. It was a signed copy. So what I did, and this is what I do when I find these signed copies. I mean, you could have some psycho that just says, hey, I'm going to sign this. I don't know why they would do it. Somebody would sign it and then donate it. But, I remember as a kid, this flashes on my mind. I remember as a kid, how you had the yearbooks? I was in elementary school. You had the yearbooks and you get people to sign them, right? Even like this, I don't know if they still do this, but back in the 70s, you had your yearbook, it was a little skinny book, if you're in a small school, like I was a little country school, but had all your teachers. Well, I had a cousin that, people would write wishes, but, when you're in like 3rd grade or something, it'd be like, hi, or something, but I had a cousin that was like in, middle school or something. And she was like, well, I'll sign all the teachers for you. And so she went into my yearbook with a magic marker, that's again dating me, right? We'd say Sharpie or something now, but at the time it was a magic marker, one of those big fat marks a lot, and signed signatures for all the teachers in my yearbook. So I'm like, okay, so anytime I see a signature like this, I think, you're gonna have some psycho like my 13-year-old cousin at the time that signed with a Marks-a-Lot magic marker pen. I don't know why I would do that, but anytime I see a signature like that, I pull up on just eBay, pull up the book and put signed in my search. And you can see where people took, and some of them are there with certificates of authenticity, but, you can look at those images and, listen, I think this is what people that are certifying things do. Obviously, I can't certify this myself, but you can look at it and see, does it make sense? Does it look like a reasonable signature? And this one, I would say absolutely, I have 100% confidence this is an actual signature. Now, I saw some of these that would have the little sticker on them that would say, autographed or whatever, but bottom line, turns out good. Random lucky pick, getting back in the groove. For $1, this thing sells for $60 to $75 on eBay. I should be able to get $60 to $75 for it all day long. So extremely lucky find, getting back in the groove. All right, so moving on to the thing I'm going to ask you, would you pay $50 for this? It's a set of fiction books, and it's this, so get the glare up, this Throne of Glass series by Sarah Moss or Mass, I don't know. This thing you can tell is so glary. It's still sealed. This is the paperback version. So, would you pay $50 for this in a store? Well, the answer is you should. I did, because I've got it. I see it. So thrift stores are, some thrift stores, they have like a area up front that they pull stuff, right? And this is their valuable stuff. And sometimes around here, they'll do it like as a silent auction, or sometimes they just put a heavier price tag. So, it's like this is something they think is very valuable. So they put it up front with a bigger price tag. Well, this was up front. It was $50. It's sealed. It's new. It's not even, wow, that's a nice set, but that seems expensive. I mean, I don't know. It's probably, if I'm thinking if you get it at Barnes and Noble or Costco or something, it's, 7 books there, it's $69.99, $79.99, maybe $89.99. So if it's $50, take eBay, there's not, even though that's a good price if you wanted it, that's not going to be enough meat on the bone for resale. But I looked it up, and the first ones that came up, it was this set, but it was hardback, okay? The hardback versions of this set, they were running for like $700. And so I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, I just typed it in eBay, on my phone on eBay, right? I didn't scan it or anything, but I'm just trying to get a real-time comp on eBay. I look it up, and I'm seeing hardback, this 7 set, and they talk about this set. I'm trying to be careful not to tear the plastic here, because I don't want I want it to be sealed when I sell it. And this color set, this artwork, it was called like the original editions, and they're like out of print original editions or new. I think there's newer ones. So I kept searching, and I put in paperback, and some paperback ones come up. I see these selling. I had one sold with free shipping for $5.99. Several sold for like $500, several in the $400 ranges. So this is like a $500 book set. It's good to be, yeah, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes, right? I mean, it's all just timing, right? I could have been 15 minutes later and this thing wouldn't have been there. I would never known, right? So anyway, I was just blown away by this, and just a couple of days earlier, I had been able to stop, and I found this Joe Namath book, Lucky. So I got this feeling of feeling lucky this week. Maybe I need to get a scratch-off, a lottery ticket. And I'll close the scratch-offs. I know you guys, it's probably 50-50 on people that like my stupid stories, and then people that are like, these are dumb, don't like it. But talking about scratch-offs, so Alabama doesn't have a lottery. Doesn't have scratch-offs, doesn't have Powerball. But from North Alabama, like the Huntsville, Madison area, you only have to go like 20 miles to get across the border to Tennessee, and there's a town up there called Ardmore. There's Elkmont, and then it goes into Ardmore. Ardmore in particular, the state line runs right through the middle of town, like there's a train track, and one side of the town at train track is Alabama, the other side's Tennessee. And what's funny is it also has where you can do sports betting. So a friend of mine at work, he calls it the land of forbidden fruits up there in Ardmore, Tennessee. Because you can cross the train track and it's geofenced. You can do your sports betting, or you can get a scratch off or a Powerball. And of course, when the Powerball gets up to like $1 billion or something, there's like 1 million people from Alabama that go to North Tennessee. They'll go up to Fayetteville. They'll North Alabama go across the Tennessee state line. They'll go to Fayetteville, they'll go up to Ardmore. But there's this one gas station over on I-65 right there at Ardmore that they have a room in the back with tables. And people stand there, they buy scratch-offs, that you rub with the coins. And you'll go in there, if you go in there, there could be 10 or 15 people in the back sitting around tables doing scratch-offs. Like scratch-off that little silver dust stuff everywhere. It is the most bizarre thing, right? So the land of forbidden fruits. But anyway, in North Alabama, it's I don't even know where I was going with that now that I've got it, but it's good to be lucky, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. and you just, you know, sometimes it just works out. For me, it was great charge, you know, getting back in, being busy, and then getting out to, and making some good finds. So I think I've got, you know, I got $51 in this, and I think I have the potential to make, you know, even after fees, probably $400 profit. So that's awesome. So remember, see cool, buy cool, and then list it so you can sell it. See ya.